Now, we have a series. It is touching the life of prayer with a believer. The series is to give us light touching prayer because of the season that we are in. The season we are in is calling us back into our closets. If you were with us as we are entering this year, I told us that you're not gonna see raw or authentic, genuine revival in our nation, even if it was prophesied by more trustable, agreeable, authentic men of God. And I told us that even if it was declared this year, according to the realm of the Spirit, it is not so. What we are doing right now is called an awakening. An awakening is so much related and closely familiar with the revival, but it's not so. Are you listening to me? Are you listening to me? So, what we are going through is more of an awakening. And I told you that the revival is coming in 3 years. After 3 years, then the revival will come. And now people fired up before 2020 came, and they thought the revival was coming. And some of them went into their closets, began praying. They started setting disciplines. And now they see 2022 is almost ending. And there is no revival. But the problem is they do not listen. And they do not honor the voices that God has given them in the time. They are people they expect to listen from, to hear. And probably they have not answered to this kind of a silence. But we said, and it is all spoken on live videos. You're not going to hear it spark anywhere like we know it. Hear me and believe me. Now, as we enter in 2023, people are going to go back to slumber and sleep. And they will think probably the man of God did not hear. Did not hear. The prophecy did not work. People are going to go so lousy and lazy touching the business of prayer. And then, in the same kind of chaos, confusion, misunderstanding, that's the period God is speaking the people that is going to move with. And then at that time, after 3 years, then it will spark and they'll wake up to go. And they will be too late to be used of God. So now this is the moment that if you know that you have a covenant with God touching a generation, you should be in the closet, sacred place, more than ever. You should be considerate and reflecting, contemplating much about whatsoever that's happening to you. That's why it was very relevant that I share with you touching the action time. The action time. Because God is actually appointing people in the season, trying to call people that he may work with. And if you are not awakened, God will call you and you will not respond. And then when the time comes for the move of the Spirit, for him to give the fire, for him to release the Spirit, you will expect it's going to move out of you, and it will not.